Good morning, class 9th. Today we shall be reading chapter In the Kingdom of Fools by R.K. Ramanujan. He is a Kannada writer, and this story in the Kingdom of a Fools, it's a folk tale, and folk tales means which we have inherited from our forefathers, and it is rich in treasure. That is a lesson emulated. It is the story is lesson emulated. And the Kingdom of Fools is a story where the author Ramanujan he describes about the kingdom which is ruled by the foolish king and his ministers. According to this, it was a strange land. This was a strange land, the Kingdom of Fools, where the foolish king he ruled with his minister, and they had a reversal values and system means that during daytime they were supposed to work, and during night and work at during the night. This was what they, and if anybody who disobeyed the king, the one who disobeyed the king, he was liable for the punishment, that is he was hanged to death. And this is what the punishment was given. And so as it was ordered by the foolish king, so nobody has they don't have the courage to disobey the king. They don't have the courage to disobey the king. And even one more thing was there, that whatever the people buy, that was the cost of each and everything was same. There was there was no variation in the cost of the articles that the people bought there. And once a guru and his disciple they visited the place, and guru and disciple when they visited, it was daytime. It was a daytime, and everybody was sleeping at that time. Everybody was sleeping. Guru and disciple they were filled with wonder. They thought what could be the reason. And the people woke in the evening and started working. In evening everybody woke and they started working. The guru came to know that it was a kingdom of fool, and guru could exaggerate that it was a kingdom of fool. And at once the guru made the decision that they should leave the city as quickly as they could, because he says it is not good staying, it is not advisable staying in the city of foolish for the long time. But disciple wanted. He bent in front of his guru and said that he would like to stay here for some time. The disciple was very happy of eating and living there. He was happy of eating and living there, and so he wanted to stay for a longer period over there, for longer period. And with the passage of time, now the disciple who stayed back, he became fat. Okay, staying there he became fat. And meanwhile, a theft in the house, this was the incident that took place there. And it was one day a thief broke into a house of a rich merchant and the while he was taking away the golden goods, a wall of a house fell down. A wall of house fell down. It fell down, and now he was worried that wall of a house fell down, and the thief died. And brother of a thief, he gave a complaint. He sent a complaint to the king and wanted the rich merchant to be punished. He wanted the rich merchant to be punished. The king summoned the owner of the house, that is a rich merchant, and also the bricklayer who has built the house. Both were sent for, both were called, and they were they were asked for the reason who is responsible for the murder of the thief. Meanwhile, and the brickmaker, he said the dancing girl, and that is a dancing girl who was passing from there, her anklets disturbed her, and he was not able to build up the house properly, the wall properly. Now the dancing girl, she was summoned up, and she put the things on the goldsmith. And goldsmith, he was now summoned again by the king, and goldsmith, he told that it was a rich man who wanted the jewel to be prepared, that is to be prepared. And so he was getting late in making the dancing girl's jewel. And now the rich man, he was summoned, and finally it was the rich man's father who was responsible. And so the king, he gave a punishment to his son, and that is to this rich man. And the owner of this rich man, he was and the loop was prepared for hanging out. And when rich man was put forward, he was so thin that he could not fit the loop. And so it was guru's disciple who had gone so fat, and this loop fitted the disciple. And so he was the king now ordered the disciple to be hanged. The disciple now remembered his guru, and guru came over there and found the things, that is the disciple to be hanged. So he made up a trick, and both guru and disciple, they started quarreling, and both wanted that they should be hanged. They should be hanged first. The guru wanted he should be hanged first, whereas the disciple wanted he should be hanged first. So the foolish king, now he decided that what he wanted to know, what was the reason. And he asked the guru said that the one who is hanged first will become the king, and that is will become the king in his next birth, and the second one will be the minister. Now the foolish king, he changed his decision, and he himself hanged, and the minister also hanged himself. And both foolish king and the minister, they died, they were hanged and they died. And guru and disciple, they went away from the kingdom of a foolish. So the author here is trying to convey, he's giving the message, that is fools have their own conception, they have their own conception and perception of life. So fool like to live in their own paradise. And this is what the chapter is describing about. Thank you, students.